Hey there, can you help me?
Depends on who's asking.
Oh, me? My name's Stella. It's nice to meet you.
What are you doing out here?
I'm looking for help, silly. There's a bunch of ragers around the corner, so I'm staying here.
What seems to be the problem?
It's my friend Murphy. He went to the Fallon store, but it's been a while, and I'm starting to worry. Can you check on him for me?
You should look for your parents. Where are they holed up?
In Quincy. That's where my mommy died. I don't know about my dad. My mom said I would get to meet him someday.
Does that little scam actually work on anyone?
What's a scam?
Okay, I'll try to help.
Really? Thank you. It's the big yellow building down the street. Can you bring Murphy back safely for me, please?
Hi there.
Did you find Murphy yet? Let me know once you find him.
Everybody, got some news.
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes.
What's going on?
Sounds of explosions.
Did you hear the news?
We're trying to get confirmation.
What's
We
happening?
seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations.
Oh, that is bad.
We do have coming in. That's
Oh no.
confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York
Oh
and
my god, it's happening.
Pennsylvania.
Oh God,
My God,
this is it.
our soldiers will remain.
It's finally happening.
War. Whatever changes.
No one panic! This is just a news. This can't really be happening.
How? Why are they doing this to me?
I don't know.
Get out of here!
No, to help the red. This is all their fault. No one panic. This is it. Oh, shit. No. No, not going in. Come on, let's go. Die. Get down.
Terminal somewhere. Nice.
Hey, I think I got something.
I'm fucking hungry, and so is everyone else.
Something. I know it was something.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Man, I've been getting the shakes bad. Haven't slept in days.
On edge. Need another bottle.
That's it.
It's your business to know what you're putting in your child's bloated belly. That's why sugar bombs are engineered to please both your child and not damage his or her tender, tender brain.
They taste so amazing. And they'll make you remember everything you read. Quick, absorb that book. Of course, Mother.
Sugar bombs are made with nutrients and stimulants, stimulants and nutrients, weaving taste and performance together in a potent breakfast cocktail that'll provide a day-to-day breakthrough in your child's life.
I can see the future.
Sugar bombs may last up to 12 hours. After that, it's anyone's guess. Buy 2 boxes and get a third half free until supplies last. Cereal has seldom been so crispy, so fresh when it hits your stomach, blasting your brain with 5,000 taste
Gonna need
buds
a
of
password.
volcanic delight. Sugar bombs are built from the ground up to prime you for launch.
Got it.
Last thing you'll ever see. Tell me when you decide to fight back. Something out there. Must have been a roach or something.
Value is relative, but relatively, what is value? At Fallon's, each price represents our pact with the customer to bring things down to a manageable level of value that also takes luxury into account. Mass production techniques may have brought things up to speed, but it's time-honored, well-worn, oak and varnish tradition that really keeps things classic. Ah, that's progress.
Yes.
You thrilled.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
You've thrilled to the Silver Shroud, shivered at the adventures of the Single Man, wondered at where Mr. Wallace's science would take progress tomorrow. Now, next week, an exciting new series begins, chronicling one man's journey into the mind of a communist. It's true. I've shrunk myself down with my atomic relay and managed to pass through space on a molecular level. Deep under the earth, I've built my fortress, an impregnable fortress that cannot be reached by normal means. I call it the University. While down there I have plotted, I have planned, I have experimented, I implanted a control chip on the brains of each of my servants that allows them to pass through, as it were, to travel between worlds.
No, on their brains?
Yes, on their brains.
Terminal's gotta be
I've learned
somewhere.
so much about what it means to be a communist. An astounding
somewhere.
revelation of man's cruelty next week on The Brain of Dr. Darius Destardo.
Well, well, aren't you the overachiever? I've been admiring your handiwork. We all have.
You put on a good show, though.
Terminal only.
Maybe you're not useless after all.
Our new friend surely has some questions. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves.
Name's Murphy. Head upstairs to the top floor. I've got a proposition for you.
And don't worry, we'll play nice this time.
I love it when Commonwealth raiders think they're tough. It's cute, really.
Excuse me.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Any news going around?
Not that we can't handle it, but more defenses will go a long way. We don't have eyes in the back of our heads.
Let's trade some things.
Go ahead.
Nothing else I needed.
Fine.
Hey, pal.
Hey there. Let's chat later. Gosh, this is awkward.
Excuse me. Your little escape certainly has everyone talking. You just did what had to be done. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey.
Gotta admit, I'm impressed.
Stella here tells me this was all her little ruse. No hard feelings, huh?
Is this how you treat everyone? Or are you just putting on the charm for me?
And a sense of humor, too. I like it. Sorry for any misunderstanding. We're a shoot first, ask questions later kind of place. Never can be too careful with looters breaking and entering these days.
Don't misunderstand. We're not criticizing you. Those were fair kills. You didn't know who we were, and we didn't know you from a random looter. Thankfully, Stella fessed up.
Hey, I was just trying to have a little fun. How was I supposed to know they weren't a common criminal?
Yeah, we're all friends now. Let's skip to the part where you help me.
That's rather presumptuous. After taking out 2 of our crew, I wasn't under the impression we owed you anything.
Well, that all depends. What kind of help are you looking for?
Hold on, I have some questions first.
Alright, humor me. What do you want to know?
So what do you do here?
After what you've seen, you really need me to spell it out? We're slave traders. Not gonna sugarcoat it. We deal in raiders mostly, capturing them, and once their spirit is broken, selling them to slave owners up and down the eastern seaboard. A few miscreants we let work for us if they show promise, but the main goal is to ship these degenerates outside the Commonwealth.
What's the history of this place?
This place was originally the HQ for a large department store chain called Fallon's. The guy who ran the company was one of those conspiracy nut jobs who thought a big war was coming. Turned out he was right. The company had a large fallout shelter constructed underneath the building, and the rest is history. The survivors of that bunker and their offspring ended up being the ones to repopulate most of the Commonwealth. Eventually they made Diamond City their primary settlement, and this place kind of fell by the wayside.
Which is a polite way of saying it became a prison. Someone needs to deal with the Commonwealth scum, after all.
I don't understand. Why not just kill them and be done with it?
Where's the fun or profit in that? You can only kill somebody once. Slavery, on the other hand...
So, what's your story? Tell me about yourself.
I'm originally from Detroit. Used to make pickup trucks there at the Ford plant before the war. Thing about being a ghoul is, eventually you feel like you've seen it all. Detroit was never much to look at, even before the war. A century after the bombs fell, I started itching for a change of scenery. Heard rumors about the Corvega plant in Lexington. Decided to make my way east to Boston to check it out.
What happened after that?
When I arrived in Lexington, the rumors I'd heard about the auto plant turned out to be phony. So I started looking for something else. Joined up with a group called the Minutemen. That was a few months before the Battle of Diamond City. Mostly been doing that ever since, until it all went to shit.
What do you mean? What happened to you guys?
You're not from around here, are you? How about we do the abridged version for now?
The short of it is, everyone I served with in the Minutemen is either dead or turned raider.
What can you tell me about the child?
Stella hasn't had it easy. Her dad was never in the picture, and her mom raised her at University Point most of her life. Until the Institute torched the place. I met Stella and her mom Judy after they fled to Quincy in 2285. Helped them build a life for themselves there. And then the Quincy Massacre happened.
What was the Quincy Massacre?
We can get into that some other time. Let's just say that life's greatest dangers often come not from external enemies, but from our supposed friends who pretend to work for the common cause while scheming to sabotage it. When the Minutemen betrayed Quincy, most of the residents ended up slaughtered by the gunners, Judy included. I managed to get Stella out, and we made our way north to Concord.
And that traitor Preston followed us here. I'm telling you, he was working with Clint the whole time. And now he's right down the street, and you still won't do anything about it.
We've been over this, Stella. Innocent until proven guilty. You want me to focus on keeping this place safe from the gunners, or waste time dealing with the loudmouth fool in the silly hat?
Both. I want justice for what they did to my mom.
And like I explained, you'll get it, if you have patience. Garvey will get what's coming to him eventually. But for now... Wait, hold up. You hear that?
Let's rock!
Get lost. These guys are
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
That's why you don't screw with the gunners. Last mistake!
Shit! You are done! Seriously! Ugh, damn my...
Lock and load! What the?
should've just run. Hey, thanks for... No way.
Excuse me.
Hey, thanks for your help. Didn't expect help from a stranger. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been here.
Hey, it was fun.
If that's what you call fun, I'm glad you're on our side.
Those guys were tough. What do you know about them?
Most of the words that spring to mind ain't the ones I'd say in polite company.
This hasn't been the friendliest welcome.
Maybe you're right, but you can't be too careful these days. I think it's worth giving it another chance. We'd be glad to consider you a friend.
Looks like it was your lucky day.
You can say that again. I guess it could have been a lot worse. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
I'm happy to help, with anything I can.
We could sure use some help fixing some of the damage. But we'll make it. We always do.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. Not looking to cause any trouble. You aren't afraid the gunners will... retaliate?
It's gonna get worse. Way worse. Gunners never back down that quickly. They'll attack anyone they think is too weak to defend themselves. There's nothing left they're afraid of. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
More than happy to stick it to the gunners. We need a way to bring the fight to them.
I think with some work we can make a go of it. We're gonna try, at least. We could really use your help.
You interested in traveling together?
Now there's a question I don't get every day. You know what? I'm gonna take a chance on you. Lead the way. You doing okay?
Can I ask you something?
What do you want?
I need medical attention.
We'll clean you up, don't worry.
Hey, got a sec?
What do you want?
I want to ask you something else.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Just curious what you're thinking.
Almost out of pistol rounds. We need to get more, and the sooner the better.
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Good talking to you, friend.
wherever you
Chained
are.
up on the other side.
Hello? That's Commonwealth justice for you.
An enemy may be utilizing stealth. Interesting. Secure facility.
Is under Institute authority. Terminating intruder.
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler. Sorry, your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave. Never expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky. Pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
I just clean up
detected. Possibly. Sensor critically damaged. Damage.
Yes, indeed!
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. You are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
Institute signal damaged.
It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that. Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk. And there she is. The most resilient woman in the Commonwealth.
You murdered my husband. Took my baby. Tell me where he is, damn it.
Your husband. That was a regrettable accident. Still, this world, this life, you've seen it. Pain, suffering. Death is its only escape. Don't worry. Sean's fine. Maybe a little older than you expected, huh?
But I can't give him to you, because he ain't here.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
God, you're persistent. I give you credit. It's the way a parent should act. The way I'd be acting if I was in your place, I like to think. Even if it is useless.
How much are you willing to pay to keep breathing?
That's the spirit. You know, you surprise me, I have to admit. I find myself actually kinda liking you.
Do we really need to do this the hard way? Start talking, or else.
Fine. I guess you've earned that much. I'm just a puppet like you. My stage is a little bigger, that's all.
Get to the point, if you have one.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Sean's a good kid. So maybe he's not quite a baby anymore, but he's doing great. Only, he's not here. He's with the people pulling the strings. Where he's safe and comfortable and loved. The place he calls home. The Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute? How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you.
What's that supposed to mean?
You open the closet. It's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. Not until it jumps out at you.
Let's stop with the Philosophy 101 and get down to business.
Right to it then, huh? Okay. Fine.
I read your journal. I need to ask you something. Did you have a daughter?
That's right. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her.
You saved her life. Nothing matters as much as that does. Do you regret it?
I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, I'm still human. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
You want to find your daughter, right? What if I knew someone who could help you?
If you're hoping for a happy reunion, ain't gonna happen. In another life, I probably would have been a good father. But here, in this terrible reality, you just don't get that chance.
You don't sound happy. I think you'd regret it if you didn't try talking with her.
People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
I don't understand. I found your daughter. Aren't you curious?
Not really. Don't worry about it. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them.
What do you mean by that?
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. I could see only one way out.
What are you offering exactly?
I do what people pay me to do. If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
You're wasting your time working for the Institute. Come with me. I need your help.
Okay, fine. So, you ready?
Lock and load. Let's do this. Hey there.
Let's talk.
We need to swap some gear.
Fine. I guess you've earned that much.
I need to ask you something.
Right to it then, huh?
Have any gear I can buy off you?
You'll see.
I need some medical attention.
If you pay me.
Perfect.
Finding someone in the glowing sea wasn't gonna be any picnic. I never expected an Institute egghead to give me so much trouble.
Area patrol in progress.
Just find it.
There you are.
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves.
Why are you hiding?
Why are you even here? What do you want?
Don't toy with me. Look, I'm a reasonable man. But the Institute wants that data, and you're gonna give it to us.
I'm sorry, what? If I help you, you're going to do something for me.
Then we do this the hard way.
Leg damaged. Mobility decreased.
Look, I know I've made mistakes. Just leave me be. That's all I ask.
That's the way you want to do it? Suit yourself.
Critical arm injury sustained.
Talk.
Fine. Let's talk details.
Okay.
The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute.
No kidding.
You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers. Came up with some schematics for you.
You see these are gonna work, right, Doc?
The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a courser.
Don't worry about it.
Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference.
It's gonna be worth it, right?
Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed.
I get it. But I think we've been talking long enough.
All targets eliminated. Location secure.
Let's go.
Attention. Attention. We're looking for the chick with big boobs.
Yes, we are ready to do you now.
Knock, knock. Never ends these days.
Courser's on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more. Courser is now on the third floor. Report to the second intruder in the east wing near the courtyard. Fall back to original position. The Courser is nearing the elevator.
Hey.
You call that a... Damn, that hurt.
Courser's after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order!
Been following. You. Come here. Are you here for the synth?
I'm here to pick up an order. 2 large pepperoni and a calzone. Name is Fuck You.
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me. What do you want?
I'm here to kill you and take what's inside your head.
That you cannot have.
off me! Use a little help over here.
Hi. You doing okay?
Hey, got a sec?
Depends.
What are my options?
Any requests?
Say what's on your mind.
What would win in a fight? A rad scorpion or a Yao Guai?
What are you thinking about?
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving.
Anything else need doing?
I got a sensitive job that needs someone with skills, and more rolling around in their head than marbles. Here you go. I'll mark it on your map.
Let's talk.
Can I ask you something?
Right to it then, huh?
I think I need to run my mission solo for a while.
That's the way you want to do it? Bye.